Hazrat Bilal ibn Rabah, known as Bilal Al Habashi, was a prominent companion of Prophet Muhammad and is celebrated as one of the earliest converts to Islam and the first muezzin, caller to prayer. Born in the region of Abyssinia, modern-day Ethiopia, Bilal was of African descent, a heritage that reflects the universal message of Islam, transcending race, nationality, and social class. He was born into slavery, and his early life was marked by hardship and oppression. His mother Hamama was also a slave, and his father's identity remains largely unknown. Despite his humble beginnings, Bilal rose to become one of the most honored figures in Islamic history due to his unwavering faith, devotion to Islam, and close relationship with the Prophet Muhammad, PBU. When Islam began to spread in Mecca, Bilal was among the first to embrace the message of monotheism. His conversion brought the wrath of his master, Umayyah ibn Khalaf, a staunch enemy of Islam. Bilal's acceptance of Islam was a bold and courageous act, especially considering the intense persecution faced by the early Muslims. Bilal subjected him to brutal torture in an attempt to force him to renounce his new faith. Bilal was dragged through the scorching desert, beaten and tied to heavy stones. Despite this relentless suffering, Bilal remained steadfast, repeatedly proclaiming, "Ahad, Ahad, God is one," a testament to his unshakable belief in Allah. Bilal's endurance and unwavering faith caught the attention of Prophet Muhammad and his companions. Abu Bakr, a close companion of the Prophet, intervened and purchased Bilal's freedom, liberating him from the clutches of slavery. This act not only highlighted the egalitarian spirit of Islam, but also laid the foundation for Bilal's enduring legacy as a symbol of faith and resilience. As a free man, Bilal dedicated his life to the service of Islam and the Prophet Muhammad, PBUH. His devotion and unique melodious voice led the Prophet to appoint him as the first muezzin, a role of great honor and responsibility. Bilal's call to prayer, the Adhan, became a unifying call for Muslims and symbolized the inclusivity of Islam, where a former slave could hold such a prestigious position. Bilal's powerful voice echoed throughout Medina, calling the faithful to prayer and reinforcing the spiritual essence of the Muslim community. Bilal's love for the Prophet Muhammad was profound and unwavering. He stood by the Prophet in every challenge, participating in key battles such as Badr, Uhud, and Khandaq. His bravery and loyalty in the face of adversity exemplified his dedication to the cause of Islam. He also played a significant role in the financial and spiritual well-being of the Muslim community, often using his resources to support the less fortunate. After the passing of the Prophet Muhammad, PBU, BLALs, grief was immeasurable. He found it difficult to remain in Medina as the memories of the Prophet overwhelmed him. Seeking solace, he relocated to Syria and continued to serve Islam by spreading its message and participating in military campaigns. Despite his physical distance from Medina, his love for the Prophet and Ahlul Bayt remained steadfast. He remained deeply connected to the family of the Prophet and supported their rightful position within the Muslim community. One of the most poignant moments in Bilal's life came when he returned to Medina at the request of Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein, the grandsons of Prophet Muhammad, FPBU. and upon his return he recited the Adhan after a long hiatus, which moved the residents of Medina to tears. This act demonstrated his deep bond with the Prophet's family and his enduring legacy as the voice of Islam. Bilal lived his later years in Syria, where he continued to serve as a respected leader and teacher. He passed away in Damascus around the year 640 CE, during the caliphate of Umar ibn al-Khattab. His grave, located in Damascus, remains a site of reverence for Muslims worldwide who honor his unwavering faith, sacrifices, and contributions to Islam. The life of Hazrat Bilal ibn Rabah serves as an enduring example of faith, perseverance, and love for Islam. He overcame immense adversity and emerged as a symbol of the egalitarian principles of Islam, where individuals are valued for their piety and character rather than their race or social status. His unwavering devotion to Allah, the Quran, and the Prophet Muhammad continues to inspire Muslims, reminding them of the universal and inclusive nature of their faith.